If you're someone working with individuals who have complex communication needs and you would like to establish mutual understanding between you and them so that you can better support them on a daily basis, this video is for you. It can be frustrating when you simply do not understand the person you work with is trying to tell you because they do not communicate in ways we are used to. It is understandable that without them verbally talking to you, writing down what they want, or using pictures or signs for self-expression, you struggle to interpret their behaviors, especially when you've only known them for a short period of time. Today, I'm going to introduce to you 3 profiling tools, including Book About Me, Communication Passports, and Communication Dictionaries, to help you best support those beginning communicators. A book about me, as the name suggests, is a detailed guide of a person or personal narrative of them. It can take the form of a little booklet or one-page profile that allows you to learn about the person, their likes and dislikes, health and medical needs, communication styles, and other relevant personal stories. If a new client just came to your group home, reading their book about me would be a great starting point for you to get to know them. So why would a client need a book about me? Well, because it provides a medium for a beginning communicator to speak up and to showcase their personality. However, it's important to know that a book about me is different from a chat book because the former does not allow you to directly communicate with the client as the latter does. If you provide a beginning communicator with a chat book and expect them to share meaningful information with you, you might be disappointed. If your client hasn't got a book about me, you may consider creating one for them so that next time when they have to interact with an unfamiliar person, they can communicate their needs with them through their book about me. If you like, you can even combine photos, videos, sounds, and text when creating a book about me. Whatever format you choose to use, it just needs to be individualized and a positive representation of a person. Depending on your purpose and the person's needs, you can use the profile as a storytelling tool or a tool that supports behavior management. A communication passport is something quite similar to a book about me. It's a portable booklet that encompasses key information about an individual who has difficulty expressing themselves through conventional modes of communication. To make a communication passport, you need to consult people who know the individual best, such as their family and primary carers, about how they communicate and when and where they communicate best. Gather additional information, such as their medical information and sensory profile, before examining and synthesizing all the information you've collected. The last step is to organize the information and present it in a clear, positive, and visually appealing manner. Despite that the individual does not directly participate in making the communication passport, they have the ownership of it, and the passport is an important part of their identity. The communication passport is particularly important during periods of change. It should be reviewed yearly or every 6 months for very young children. It is a dynamic document that empowers the individual over time. Here is an example of a communication passport downloaded from mycompass.com. Head to the website and you will find all sorts of templates available there. Grove and his colleagues in 1999 said, "All human communication has the potential for ambiguity and misunderstanding. The likelihood of such misunderstandings increase when there is no mutually understood means of communication." A communication dictionary can fill the gap of communication barriers between you and the person you work with. So, what is a communication dictionary, and why would it be useful? When working with someone who does not communicate intentionally but only reacts to what happens to them, you may want to have a communication dictionary that tells you the meaning of the person's actions and what you should do accordingly. Compiling a dictionary helps you and other staff learn how the person you work with communicates and recognize and value their informal way of communication, whether it's through eye gaze, body movements, gestures, or vocalizations, and to respond to them timely and consistently, maximizing the communication potential of those individuals. Once consensus about the person's habitual way of communication has been established, all the staff who offer care to this individual will be able to provide consistent care to them and potentially expand their current communication skills based on what they can do. I hope this video has been beneficial. Thank you so much for spending the time with me.